discussion made earlier, an allegation that Democrats have yet to introduce any policy to reduce our energy costs, as if we have completely forgotten about the sweeping multi-billion-dollar investments in the Inflation Reduction Act to reduce people's costs across the board. But I'm rising today to stand in opposition to H.R. 1. While Republicans try to claim that this is a bill to lower people's energy costs, we really see, when you start digging into it, that what this bill actually shows us by the Republican authors is that they actually have no plan to reduce our utility bills or even prevent climate disaster in the United States. The central argument and logic of this bill is that if you give big oil everything they want, then perhaps they will lower our gas prices. It's a form of trickle-down fantasy that just will not make life easier for everyday Americans. What H.R. 1 will do is give big oil more leases of public lands. And this idea that an increased supply of fossil fuels will drive down prices is also mistaken. Let's look at what happened last year. We saw how big oil more than doubled its profits to $219 billion, all while price gouging customers at the pump, not because of supply issues, but because they can. Republicans opposed solutions that we even put forward, like a windfall tax on price gouging on big oil, in order to prevent these kinds of behaviors. But fossil fuel companies, moreover, already have thousands of unused permits on public lands, and yet they want even more. This is not a problem of supply, it is a problem of greed and abuse of market power. I, along with many of my colleagues, called for that windfall tax. But what does this bill do instead? It's almost as if you gave a pen to an oil lobbyist and wrote down everything that they'd want. Much of that was in this bill. We are looking at reducing big oil's royalty rates to the public, slashing interest fees. For people following at home, if you are a member of the American public, if you are a tax-paying citizen, you are part of the ownership of our public lands. And when an oil company decides to lease that land, they are supposed to pay a royalty to the public. What does H.R. 1 do? Slashes that royalty rate, so that there is very little payback or investment into the American people and many of our programs. In this bill, Republicans are squarely on the side of fossil fuel companies.
Good morning, friends. I have important news to share with you this Friday. We may see President Biden veto a new GOP-backed bill very soon. Several House lawmakers are aiming to reverse some of Biden's key policies, and new relief payments ranging from $450 to $1,500 are also beginning to roll out. My dear friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. The House of Representatives has just approved a sprawling energy package that seeks to undo virtually all of President Biden's agenda to address climate change. The bill passed the House with 4 Democrats joining Republicans in voting for passage. The massive GOP bill would sharply increase domestic production of oil, natural gas, and coal, and ease permitting restrictions that delay pipelines, refineries, and many other projects. It would also boost production of critical minerals such as lithium, nickel, and cobalt that are used in products such as electric vehicles, computers, and cell phones. The vote to pass the Lower Energy Costs Act bill was 225 to 204. One Republican voted against the measure. Republicans gave the bill the symbolic label H.R. 1. This marks it as a top legislative priority of the GOP majority. The measure, which combines dozens of separate proposals, represents more than 2 years of work by Republicans who have questioned Biden's environmental agenda. Republicans have said Biden's efforts have thwarted U.S. energy production and increased costs at the gas pump and grocery stores. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise of Louisiana, one of the bill's main authors, told CNBC News, "Families are struggling because of President Biden's changes to American energy. We have way too many energy resources here in America to be relying on other nations and paying high prices at the pump." But Democrats called the bill a giveaway to big oil companies. Representative Frank Pallone, the top Democrat on the House Energy and Commerce Committee, said, "Republicans refuse to hold polluters accountable for the damage they cause to our air, our water, our communities, and our climate." On the other hand, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said, "The GOP bill restores American energy leadership by repealing unnecessary taxes and overregulation on American energy producers. Most Americans want lower prices and more U.S. energy production." And McCarthy also stated the bill would lead to these results. Democrats called that misleading and said the GOP plan was a disguised effort to reward oil companies and other energy producers that have contributed millions of dollars to GOP campaigns. Chuck Schumer and other Democrats said the Republican bill would repeal a new $27 billion greenhouse gas reduction fund and other parts of the climate and health care law passed by Democrats last year. The bill also would eliminate a new tax on methane pollution. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about climate change? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Now, more discussions on inflation relief payments are currently happening. Several states are preparing to send out direct payments to their residents to provide inflation relief as Americans struggle with the rising costs of food, energy, gas, and housing. Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey neither confirmed nor denied the possibility of issuing new state stimulus checks, but the subject was broached during her first leadership meeting with state legislators. Governor Healey, a Democrat and strong supporter of a state-administered universal child tax credit, proposed her $600 per child tax relief program that would ultimately benefit more than 700,000 families permanently, as promised during her campaign for governor. According to state officials, Governor Healey is in favor of the tax cuts for low and middle income and senior citizens, deductions for renters, and a revamp of a state law proffered by former Governor Charlie Baker. Over in the state of Idaho, all eligible residents were sent their second rebate checks. The state of Idaho is sending the funds, $300 for single filers and $600 for joint filers. The state of Idaho is sending the funds, $300 for single filers and $600 for joint filers, to eligible residents based on when the state's taxation department received their 2021 tax return. The Tax Commission expects to disperse 800,000 refunds, totaling up to $500 million by the end of April. Also this week, New Jersey started sending out its anchor payments. Those who elected to receive the payments by direct deposit started seeing the payments in their bank accounts on Tuesday. A total of 1.7 million eligible recipients who applied before the February 28th deadline should receive the payments either as direct deposits or mailed paper checks by May 3, 2023. The rebate provides New Jersey homeowners with up to $1,500 in relief and eligible renters with $450 payments. Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday morning. Thank you, friends, for being part of this community and for being here every single day. To show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. If you'd like to enter the giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.